Um? What are you and why is your hand burned?
Oh, he's cute. Oh, what a little dork he is.
Are you Rock Lee?
Please be my girlfriend. I will protect you with my life.
Please be my girlfriend?
That's what he says when he meets Sakura.
Oh.
The first, that's like my favorite because that made me fall in love with him. He like runs up to her and he grabs her hand and says, please be my girlfriend. I will protect you with my life. And I would say, yes, Rock Lee, I love you.
He is the protagonist.
He's the best character. He learns how to fight drunk in that one episode.
What's that?
He learns how to fight drunk. He's like a drunk jutsu.
Was that before or after the Gaara fight?
That was way after.
Oh, I stopped at the Gaara fight.
When he heals himself and makes a comeback way later in this show. I didn't watch a lot of Naruto after the Chunin exams, but I remember that because I like Rock Lee so much.
I didn't even finish necessarily.
I didn't either.
This is an ongoing story that I think I told too many times anyway, but what happened is I read the Shonen Jump magazine that was here in the United States. So it would be like their version of the Jump that's in Japan, but they were just running all the most popular mangas basically. So it was like Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and so on. And they would just do like a handful of chapters each month basically from the beginning of each one. And so it was a decent way of like getting introduced to a bunch of these different things. But they got to Rock Lee about to be going to surgery that has a 50-50 chance of like killing him, and then they just skip to Shippuden. Like we're too far behind the popular one right now. We want to catch up, so they just started Shippuden the next day or the next month and never finished Naruto. So then I unsubscribed from Shonen Jump. Oh. And that was where I stopped reading that. And it's also that also dictated where I stopped reading One Piece, which was sometime after the 3 guy was introduced. They were fighting like Baroque works on the Grand Line or something, and there's number-themed people. There was like a ballerina swan man and a 3-man and so on. Like there's a candle man. It's like I can like specifically I got cut off on everything because I was like, if they're just gonna disrespect me like this, then I guess I'm out. That's when I stopped reading Hikaru.
They're going to disrespect me like this.
That's some bullshit.
That is some bullshit.
That's some hot bullshit. I had in my closet. I had every issue I'd ever purchased, and it was like wall to wall up there. Like it was the top shelf of my closet, and it just went along the entire closet because there were so many fucking volumes. Because I think I was subscribed for like 3 or 4 years, and there were thick books.
Thick books.
But then they pulled some hot bullshit, so I'm like, I guess I'm out.
Well, good on you, Keith. Don't let them tread on you.
What does this guy sound like?
He sounds like a squeaky voiced teen.
Yeah. Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir.
Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation's going at all.
Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir.
I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow.
Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it?
I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you.
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger.
I wasn't aware of the...
Give me your name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
His name's Meekins.
Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Because he's meek.
Meekins. Cute.
It's Mr. Meekins.
Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
But sir, I didn't know.
Poor guy. Looks like he was absent the day that they gave out brains and good luck.
Oh.
Whoa! Phoenix, were you also absent that day?
Were you absent on the day where they gave you kindness?
Wow. Right. Yes, sir? He caught me off guard by talking to me, which he's been doing for the last half an hour. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's see what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. He told me to GTFO. Get the fuck out of my office. Is this the one? Can you take a look at this?
You.
Yes?
You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me.
Wait, she supposed to hand you tea? Sure, her hand was empty. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite.
The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time.
What an odd exchange.
Wow, the whole thing every time, huh? Oh yeah, I didn't look at this yet. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car.
Is that when daylight savings time happens?
That's like barely enough time to actually like park your car and leave after having, because that's the stub time. That's not when he parked his car. That's when he entered the building.
If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps.
It just goes to show you, you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light.
Stephanie.
I run yellow lights all the time. That's what they're there
Wait,
for.
the back is just blank?
I mean, they don't usually have anything on the back.
But it's also tinted?
Well, a shadow?
Why is it dark?
I don't know.
But I'm rotating a 3D object.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah,
That's weird. It makes me think it's magnetic. It looks like a magnet.
It does. So you can,
especially with how rigid it is.
You can commemorate your parking.
Because like it's a parking step that's somehow completely like unfolded and unrippled and unwarped. It's just like,
which is how none of them end up.
It's just a plaque with a black background. It's like, this is a magnet. Save the date. Form of a wedding invite. I had to load the question mark, so it glitched out for a second.
I love him.
That's the mascot that was on the background before.
I love him.
Welcome to the cops. That guy's got a pompadour.
Woo, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad.
Phoenix doesn't have a car.
The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? I'm Copy, the cop. Oh my god.
Oh, he's got a slap on the face. What's wrong with him?
He's got a slap on the face, smudged like ink in multiple spots, and a broken jester hat.
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Oh wait, I know. This is the blue badger.
Badge. Also, it doesn't look like a badger at all.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
It looks like a badge, though.
But it is a, yeah, she has, yeah, blue badge. Yeah, he is like a, yeah. Do you really want to associate? Okay, yeah, the satire's on the nose here. The satire's pretty on the nose here. They're associating like a jester's cap with a police shield. Like they're making a visual correlation between the appearance of like the badge people wear and a fucking clown. The court jester.
That is kind of what it seems like, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's not subtle. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me.
Show us. He sure is running over here fast.
It's Gumshoe.
We didn't get to see it. I want to see him dance. I want to see Gumshoe
Gumshoe
dancing.
dance!
Hey, pal, what are you doing here?
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. No, it's not. This is the police station.
This is where he belongs.
Specifically, why were you dancing over there?
Because he likes to dance.
What? Well,
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal.
Look how busy he looks. Are you ever gonna heal? He's been wearing a bandage for 5 months.
What? I think it's from shaving. I think he keeps like cutting himself while he
He's
shaves
terrible
over and
at
over
shaving.
again.
Oh, like Mr. Super Knife. Oh my god, that's the joke.
Oh,
That guy
maybe.
shaves himself with a knife like it's nothing, and this guy can't shave ever.
I'm assuming with the normal razor. I'm assuming it's what he uses.
I still don't like how his pencil sticks out of his head like a straw, and not like something that would be in someone's ear. That angle doesn't work.
Everything will be okay, Keith. It's okay. Gumshoe can defy physics all he wants.
I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Well, why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime.
That's never happened before to us.
Look at this dandy.
That dead dandy.
She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
Like in the last case.
But what if the evidence is faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second?
This girl's crazy.
Me?
No, the mascot. Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister?
Please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
Shouldn't it always be?
With all the fraud we've been up to lately.
You should always be aware of fraud.
Yeah.
So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what'd you do this time?
What do you mean, this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now.
Are you method acting by poking your cheek?
Yeah. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murdered anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now.
Which you're not?
The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal.
This idiot. Officer Marshall.
Oh, Marshall.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yup.
And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
We noticed him. Officer Marshall.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
So now we have Edgeworth and Gumshoe. So we're having returning characters. It's not just a weird parallel universe where none of these people exist, like it was starting to feel like.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife. Huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Smooth. Saved it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Which is many people, I assume. And all of their family members. The car and the knife do seem to be a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
And there would be a lot of people who'd want to frame Edgeworth. He's like fucked over 1 million people by this faked evidence.
Yep, and they all live here.
Yeah.
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that the Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the ceremony? Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. My only positive attribute.
He is diligent.
Ah, congrats.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award.
Did Mr. Edgeworth was just like not like the award and chuck it?
I'm waiting for it to turn out that it's just exactly what I thought it was, but for some reason they won't just say so.
Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's...
They have combined evidence, because these two can't lead to the same thing.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because it shows both of them too. But that's new and never has happened before. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police.
Well, here.
It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Almost like he was your fucking coworker. Nah, my mistake.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh.
Whoa, now I remember.
Oh my gosh, what a
Bruce
doofus.
Goodman, he's the victim.
What a dork.
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
I'm an attorney.
Detective, here's my attorney's badge.
You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge.
Enough set. That's the only type of real man is police.
My badge is bigger than your badge, so I'm more of a man.
Mine's bigger.
I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice.
Why don't you have an ID card?
Yeah, you 16.
Yeah. You should have like 3 by now.
One for school,
1 for car.
one for car,
And one, which Japan is less popular, but yeah.
and maybe
And then
a
one
passport.
for, yeah. Or some other kind.
All I know is that when you go to the DMV, you need several forms of ID. I'm sure you have something.
And a library card.
Maybe a social security card.
Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective card, didn't I?
Oh, it's telling you to show me the evidence that you already showed him.
What?
In case you hadn't shown the detective's card. It's
No.
it's hinting to you, right?
But no, that's how I got here.
No, you showed him your badge.
Oh.
Remember you showed him your badge.
What?
Yeah.
Are you okay, game?
I think it's assuming you didn't do that already.
Are you having a stroke? A stroke? It's so close that you have like a perspective trip out thing from it wobbling where you can't tell which direction it's turning at first. You know what I mean?
I feel ya. Yeah, no, yeah, it's kind of...
Where have I done this before?
Is that what they do with pencils?
I used to sit here and slowly spin stuff and it would slowly rotate like this for a while. Was it a game we played recently?
Not that I can think of. Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's like the rubber pencil trick.
Maybe it was just Zero Escape. Maybe they did the same trick.
I liked the remake of Super Mario 3D, where in the DS you could play with Mario's face on the bottom screen. You could pull it.
Super Mario 64.
64, that's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
So this ID card belonged to the victim.
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
He was a good man.
This is one trait. Name's a little gay though. Do you know about that?
No?
It was I thought, were you not the one that told me that?
What?
It was just this weird piece of trivia that like they originally they had to change the name of the Hulk at first because Bruce Banner was determined as being too homosexual of a name for a superhero back in like old-timey golden age comic years or whatever. So they changed his name to something else because Bruce Banner was too gay of a name.
And they changed it back?
Yeah, I guess. It's just a weird detail.
What about Bruce?
What the fuck?
What about Bruce Banner is like, what about which part of it? The Bruce part? The Banner part?
Poor Batman.
I know, right? Like, is Bruce just a name?
I don't know. There must have just been a decade where that was just seen as a gay name for some reason.
Bruce is the name of Steven Spielberg's lawyer.
It's so abstracted from its original context that it's just lost now. We're like, why was that a thing?
It's also the name of the Jaws shark, canonically.
There's a few different Bruce sharks, I think.
And that's why the Bruce from Finding Nemo is named Bruce, because he's named after he's named after the robot shark they used in Jaws, which Steven Spielberg named Bruce after his own lawyer. Because his lawyer got him out of a lot of shit.
That's a lot. That's layered.
Yeah. Multifaceted.
Lawyers are friends, not food. We went back to lawyers. We looped it back around.
We did.
Going in circles.
Wow, we're so topical.
Wow.
I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
That rare situation where it goes so far off topic, it goes back to being on topic. It loops back around like a negative number. Not how numbers work.
No,
they don't
not.
Loop. They literally never loop.
Just say.
That doesn't make any sense.
Are you okay, Keith? I was gonna say like the world or something, but you went for something.
I should have said
illogical.
like negative degrees or something, because that would rotate. As a circle.
It'll all be okay.
But instead,
Keith.
I'm stupid.
It's okay, Keith.
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department. Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday.
John Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. He would have delighted all of us.
He would have been great if he hadn't crossed paths with John Gunman, the man with guns. There were no survivors.
John Goodman, but he's packing heat.
There was an evidence transferal for a case we handled 2 years ago. The DL6. No!
No, don't bring that up again. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot.
And Lana's confessing as much.
He's in a tough spot again.
Pew!
That's how guns work. They make you vanish. Really, that's how little animation they had back then in the previous game. Like before the remake, where they added all these fucking highfalutin, impressive 3D animations all of a sudden.
Wowee!
It used to be there to just made a character fade away. Once there was 2 penises in the car, but then one of them shot the other one and it vanished. Don't you see it? look at the shadow. It's like,
Oh my gosh, Keith.
No.
You said in the car, you mean the boat? Were you distracted by the 2 penises? You fucking said car. First There's this thing with the numbers, and now this. Are you okay?
I was too distracted by my
the penises.
joke. I just wanted to get the joke out, so I just said all the wrong words.
Keith's thinking of two penises in a car instead of focusing on our murder case.
Oh no! Now I am. What's
Now
her
you're
name?
Bruce Banner.
Bruce. No, I meant the character that sucks. What's her name?
With my character?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot.
What's shitty Lana's name?
There's Lana and there's Emma. It's Emma.
It's Emma.
Emma. Oh my gosh, I had to think way too hard about that.
Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there was always whispered rumors about updated autopsy reports. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
So it's constantly seen as being this dirty prosecutor, but then they just like spitefully gave him Prosecutor of the Year anyway.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always been unusually had unusually strong ties to the department higher ups.
What a suck
It's
up.
only natural that people should be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor.
It's been one day.
People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
That is, yeah. The upward mobility option really gives him a really complicated conflict of interest to ruin this trial.
Mm-hmm.
The other one being that if he convicts this other person of the murder, then it deflects blame from him, the person who owns the car the murder happened in. What the fuck is this legal system?
I really don't think he should be allowed to be involved in this case whatsoever. There's too many aspects of it that pertain to him specifically. Not only does he absolutely know the murder suspect, even though he's arguing,
he might want to get rid of her for upward mobility, but he also might want to defend her because he knows her. But also, the murder happened in his car. There's so many reasons for him to not be a lawyer here, because he should be a witness.
Yes. Yeah.
He is a witness.
Yeah.
It's his car.
In fact, he's technically a suspect. So he's
a suspect and a witness.
Why is he able to?
Why is he the prosecutor? I guess just really is blind.
So does that mean
it's fucking idiot? He can't do shit.
If there's a whole murder case surrounding you're allowed to be a lawyer in it still? I mean, technically you have done that lots of times already.
It feels like everyone's just simultaneously blind. That's the only way this works. No one's looking at anything else. No one's reading any rules. No one's looking at the big picture and being like, how do these things fit together? What does this mean?
Well, somehow Detective Gumshoe became a police detective, and somehow our judge became a judge. And somehow we became a defense attorney, even though we are super young. So I think this whole world is full of people who aren't qualified for their jobs.
Man,
there's no structure. And that one girl's gonna be a scientist. Can you think of that?
She won't be.
She won't be.
Her dreams are stupid and wrong and will not succeed. And I'll cheer as they burn.
Like Mr. Relativity.
Fucky.
Who's that guy?
That's even worse than having the stupid tongue poster on your wall. Is being like Mr. Relativity. Don't even know
the
his name.
Einstein sticking his tongue out poster.
Yeah, I'm so tired of that poster.
I mean, I'm tired of it, but it is a delightful image.
It's because he's ain't.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us.
All of us? You're not in the pool.
Yeah, you're not even.
You're not a prosecutor.
I'd love to see you try.
Zeem and the detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, A police drama in action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Yup. What's Mr. Pompadour over here? Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective.
He's dressed exactly like Gumshoe.
And then I said,
hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy.
"That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried.
Oh my
Ruffle
gosh.
now."
Ruffle now? I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair.
Oh, mwah.
Now kiss.
I ship them.
Now kiss. I was like, why would they be saluting?
Yeah, I was confused by that too.
You're not the military. I don't know how Japan works with this stuff. I don't think that's how I don't know.
What is? I always get excited when I come to a police station. You
Why
should. You get
is
arrested.
that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Wow.
You could be convicted. You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
Nope.
You just heard what they were
Talking about soup. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. They're talking about soup.
Soup? That banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Wow.
Wasn't that always
Yeah.
the campaign?
The police are opening an all-new campaign to fight crime.
That's a default
It's part of
campaign.
their rebranding.
Oh my
Where now
gosh.
they fight crime instead of
Supporting
causing crime. Painting libraries. I don't know.
it. Framing people.
Yeah.
Brutality.
Letting crimes happen, then just pointing at somebody at random, like spin the bottle, and saying, "You go to jail."
Now you go to jail.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
And getting your prints on record at a young age. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help.
Yeah, I don't think I would want like my mother like dusting for prints. I feel like that's an
No.
invasion of my own personal privacy.
Also, who has a cookie jar?
Yeah.
Do you ever have a cookie jar?
No. But my dog has one.
You either.
She does.
Fucking side eye as you say that. Like, no. Oh, my dog has one.
Yeah, she has a cookie treat jar. It's made by Martha Stewart.
What the fuck? Why?
Martha Stewart sold dog stuff
Did
for
she
a while.
make it in jail?
Probably. She's like drawing out the schematics for her dog cookie jar. Keeps her cookies fresh. She doesn't deserve them, but she gets them anyway. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda! I was gonna guess that. I was gonna make that a joke, but she actually said
She's
it.
that dumb. She just says random bullshit.
Do you understand that they have black and white police cars other, like...
Yeah,
Well, we're also in...
many places.
We're in LA, technically, so...
But we're not.
I know.
Kids only localized to be LA.
Like,
Panda.
not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. A game theory.
Oh god. If you're gonna be a scientist, you're gonna have to learn how to actually use the word theory correctly. Because you're thinking about a hypothesis.
It's not even an educated guess.
A theory is a very high standard of evidence.
Yeah, I was to say, like the panda's not even an educated guess. It is a
No.
shot in the dark.
Yeah. 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 You mind me asking how you came up with that theory? Looks like a panda.
Damn.
Do I see it?
It was when I was on a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me.
Wow, a story about how I once saw a cop car.
And
then
I
I
thought
thought
about
about it.
pandas. We've just been to the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or they don't have those at your zoo?
Damn, got me.
Fucking got them.
There's a lot of black and white animals.
Yeah, and
Kiki.
none of them are the basis from cop cars, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think it's for being visible.
Yeah. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. You know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people on these posters. They hardly even look human.
What?
Are you dehumanizing criminals?
Yeah, what? He has a point. No.
What?
That got weird. That got weird and kind of creepy, and I don't like it.
What are you trying to say?
What are you saying?
I was wondering about that.
What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece.
That's why I look so fucking.
You made it.
That's cute though. That's cute though. It's cute.
It's going again. You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal.
What a sweetie pie.
He's practicing the dance of the thing he made in the first place.
Well, maybe he didn't invent the dance. Maybe someone else told him how to make this thing move.
Weird. All he really does is he just raises a flag and then raises a baton over and over again.
So the
He just
baton's
does a little
for.
spin each time.
Also, he kind of does it in a way that would be impossible to do because it has a full circular motion that your elbow would stop you from being able to rotate your arm like that. Like if you're holding an object.
No, he doesn't do. He only does a 180. He just goes like this. Voop.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess you're right.
He just rotates his arm a little bit back both ways, then does a thrust.
That baton waving seems threatening.
And then with the flag, he just raises it. That's the whole motion. This is actually a really simple motion. I don't know why he was practicing it.
Gumshoe can't pat his head, rub his stomach at the same time.
The pain is all fucked up, and he looks like he's crying. His
My life is
his makeup's
misery.
running from crying, and he also he accidentally put his hand on the face while it was covered in blue paint. Like now we know why. Now that we know that he made
This
it.
makes perfect sense now.
That's a mess.
He did his best.
The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere for a little bit.
Until it runs out of batteries.
There's no switch, so it just dances till the batteries die.
I feel like there must be like 10 freaking batteries in that thing. 10 like D batteries. It seems like it's a lot of things. It needs a lot of power.
15 AAA batteries.
Just like whatever the worst choice is.
I hate AAAs. They're so tiny. Poor Blue Badger. Faded to dance until he drops.
Like that disease.
What disease is
Dancing
that?
disease.
What?
Where people would dance to death.
I don't think it's a disease.
Dance mania. It was
Disco.
The dance revolution. Disco fever. The disease, disco fever.
That's why they call it fever, children.
No, there was a dancing disease, though.
No, there was that thing where people were so... it was like a craze, and people danced until they literally died. But I don't think it was an actual disease.
Dance mania. That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? I feel like we already talked about this. We met the guy who is. What's his name? The guy in the parking lot?
The cowboy?
That'd be the official marshal. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA.
For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe.
Did I say $20?
On the...
Something $20.
It does look like that.
Yeah. Received Detective Gumshoe allows the bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look twice, pal.
What?
Why does this matter? Is that gonna be someone else's handprint? Is that gonna be a...
Oh my god. What does it say?
I think you can look at it. with your magnifying glass. I can't read that. Armol. Annual.
A moment. Ambulance.
Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out.
Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe.
Let's see. Annual bonus, $20.
Fuck.
Oh, my heart.
Wow.
I think a couple zeros are missing.
No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case.
Oh. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator.
Oh, yes. Correct.
$20. Gumshoe, you poor man. That's sad.
Yep. But also, she should definitely rethink her career.
I get bonuses.
You get bonuses?
Mm-hmm. But they're definitely more than $20. And not just annually. I get
I'm trying to
them.
think about what a bonus is to me. I guess just a random donation or something.
A random Oh yeah, I guess that would be a bonus
Yeah,
for you.
it's my annual bonus. I can't take the papers out. I'm trying.
Give them to me. I need them.
All right. It's fine. We'll just have to show them to the people at the place.
And they probably just have like
next time.
let this guy in, and that's all it says.
Yo,
Yo.
he's with me. That's all it says.
Oh my gosh. Gumshoe approved.